Welcome to the Empire.
So we have just finished passing legislation that incorporates the entire empire, and by doing so we found out some cool stuff, namely that stuff that is not part of the empire but is cored by people who are in the empire is cored by me. So I do get all of the cores of my vassals in this. So what I could have done was used my vassal swarm to just annex the Commonwealth over here, and that would have actually worked great. Unfortunately, we do now have a probably very overextended Moldavia over here, and we now have to get all of our armies under control. Now, our manpower maximum is now 571,000. And it might actually increase, because I was looking at my stuff. I have not unpaused the game and I have not changed anything. But I was looking at my stuff, and my overseas territory still says the minimum value is 75%. Now, I can assign province to client states, and I already checked whether I could do it over here. And I can. So I can assign client states over here now, and that's great. But what's interesting is that all of this territory is still considered distant overseas for the purposes of autonomy. So I'm curious to see how this changes as the autonomy in all of my overseas provinces starts to shrink. So that's going to be cool to see. And let's see, what are we going to do? So now we have a few things left on the board. We have to basically look at the development of the different countries and see who we need to deal with the most. Malacca needs to be annexed, not by me, I can use a client state for them, never mind. So we can use a client state for Malacca, which means that they're not too big a deal. We do have some territory that we can't use a client state for, but that's okay. And let's see. So Malacca is big, the Bahmanis are big, and Moldavia is my vassal. The Mali are relatively large. Naples is my vassal. Mutapa, Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is only 411 now. So the next people on my hit list, so to speak, are the Jaunpur here. So what I'm planning on doing is just sort of annexing all of this territory over here. All of Jaunpuri, Bengal. I'm just going to take all of this, and I'm going to take it for a client state. I will hopefully be able to create 2, but maybe not. Now, I do have a truce with them that ends in 1708, and I have a truce that ends with them in 716. So we have a year left before we can go after Jaunpuri, Bengal. Never mind. Do I have any truces? Because I did just form a new state. You can see here that the Ming's empire attitude toward me is unknown, and they have no knowledge of the Holy Roman Empire. So do I take on my old truces or not? Because if I just reset my truces, that would make my life way easier, because then I can just go after the Balmanis right now, use a client state to devour most of their territory, maybe just make 2 client states and eat them completely. We'll have to see. But yeah, that being said, we have 58 days before these guys come back, and I think I'm going to start annexing maybe Crimea. So Crimea is currently cored. Crimea has cores in a lot of this, but not all of it, and not all of it is being cored yet. Naples is going to have to core all of Milan, as well as Aquileia here. So, and we also need to have them core Hungary. So we're going to have to get started on that. So let's get our troops under control first. We have huge numbers of troops right now. Also, if our income says that it's minus 108 right now, so that's a little scary, but I don't know if that's going to change based off of like things not having ticked over yet. We'll just have to see. So, all this territory is so gray. Okay, so let's see. We're going to move those troops over there, and we're going to move these troops over. Jesus. We're going to move these guys down here, I guess. We have these troops here. So these troops are just chilling, the troops near Persia. They are not in motion. We have troops over here in Afghanistan, which are already set to automatically deal with rebellions. And that's all good. Now, it's important to recognize that Milan, yes, I do have to take them because I inherited all of Austria's territory, but did not inherit their personal union. It's too bad. Would have been convenient. So, let's see. This is wasteland, but we now control enough of this wasteland that it's considered ours. And let's see. Okay, so we need to find out what our political situation is right now. I need to figure out whether Moldavia is coring everything. And the answer is no, not even close. Moldavia has a long time before it can start coring everything. So Crimea has some time before it can core everything as well. So these guys are done though. We're not going to be doing any more with them. Let's see. This will take 600 diplomatic power to annex, and this will take 1200 here in Moldavia. Moldavia requiring 1200. If I do, it's going to take me maybe 10 years-ish, I'd guess, to fully annex. If I had to make a guess. I don't have to guess, but I don't want to look at it yet. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to take out a few different nations that are over here, and this should not be time-consuming or resource-consuming. Really? So let's take a look at the colonial regions. So colonial California is all the way over here. We're going to go ahead and... Hello. Okay, so this territory is ours, and once we gain, so we can just send another settler here. Okay, I'm just gonna send a settler here, I guess. Should be fine. I actually could have sent it over here somewhere. Doesn't matter though. Okay, so we're going to have to declare war on all these people as well, but that can wait. As for these guys over here, I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to start the annexation process of Moldavia now, because they have to have finished by the time that, yeah, there's no way they're not going to have finished coring this stuff within the 10 or so years that it takes, and we can go ahead and see how things progress as we somehow become known to everyone. We gained the achievement Total Control, a Kaiser not just in name, both at the same time. Utapa has canceled military access, and now we see, do we have a truce with people? I didn't actually check just now. And yes, we do still have all of our truces. it would just be too good. Here's Ming. Okay. It would be too good if that didn't carry over. But you know, when I saw that I was unknown to people, I'm like, ooh, let's check. No such luck. So we can now wait 13 days before we do anything important, I guess. We have a boatload of ships and things that we can just try to control the trade power in Venice. These all... Basically, one of the achievements requires that you have 300 income and have all of the, or not all of, but have the majority of the trade power in Venice, the North Sea, and I believe Genoa. So right now, I think Milan still has the trade advantage here. And yes. So what we're gonna do, I don't know how we only have 10 trade power. I guess it's just that we don't have nearly enough control over this node yet. We're gonna try to take control of the node. And let's see. Anything else that we need to do? I think my troops are all moving to places. At least the ones that need to. Persia. We do not have a truce with Persia. So I think that now is the time to create a client state to devour Persia with. We're not going to use Crimea for it because we're done increasing the size of these nations. We need to start annexing them. So these nations are getting no more territory. It's all about annexing now. And let's see, Genoa we have a truce with for a long time. And we should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and attack these guys. It'll be awesome. We have a rank 22 military. And I don't have any diplomats to send, so we need to wait for 2 weeks. So Turkish is no longer an accepted culture, and neither is Russian. We've gained Holy War Casus Belli. It's a lot of people. Whoa! Cool. So we got a coffee boom. Grotesque amount of money came from that. And let's see. Before I send these guys out, actually, I don't want to start a war because I need to start annexing these guys. So this will take me about 15 years. I'm going to send this. And we're only using 7 right now? How is that? What's going on with our diplomatic reputation? Ah, we have a -2 from overextension, and -1 from the occupation of Rome. Gotcha. Yeesh. It's too bad. Okay, so that's going to slow us down quite a bit. We have the papal legates already. Okay, so we are going to now start doing so. Oh shit, we have 2 settlers. We have 2 free settlers. We're going to send one here. And we're going to send one here. Okay, so we now have some idea of how many troops we have. What? There we go. I thought I had split the army in half, but that's not what happened. So, first things first, I should really get Naples to be where it needs to be. We now have 100,000 troops in one province. This is unacceptable. So, okay. So we now have this army that's moving, and we're going to move them over here, I guess. Then we have 60,000 troops over here. I'm going to merge them, split them in half. Send one half over here. We have this army over here, going to merge this, split it in half, and send half over here. And the other half we're going to send over this way, I guess. Now we're going to need to control... Oh my goodness, look at this! 4%! That is awesome. That is really awesome. Okay, so we can demand administrative support now, which is kind of cool. Before we do that, though, we need to start getting this shit under control. So, first things first, I want to check my overseas territory. And the autonomy on this stuff just dropped, so we're up to 589. Okay. So, our autonomy on all these overseas provinces is going to just start dropping. So that's good. We're going to be getting more stuff from all of our territory. My income is now positive. As you can see, my taxation, production, and trade all doubled from what was being shown before. So that's good. And let's see, we need to get some crap to the estates. And they need 15%, so just gonna give them a bunch of territory here. The reason that we're giving them a bunch of this territory is because this territory is territory that could potentially house heretics. Okay, so the nobles, we're just gonna give, I don't know, whatever. Bunch of territory around here. I'm gonna give them a bunch of territory over here now. Just to check it out. Okay, and yes, even the stuff that's over here in Africa, or sorry, in Asia, does not count as overseas. So we have confirmed that we can just give them Asian territory, and it's just as good. So, we need to get to rank 27 admin tech, which will give us increased administrative efficiency. So the increased administrative efficiency will help us a ton. So once we can, we will go for that. We can annex Sind whenever we want. But it's important to remember that now we will have to deal with actual costs. Ugh. Those unacceptable cost things. So, I'm gonna move these guys over here this way. Okay, so we have an absolute, just monstrously large. And this is good for us. We're going to go ahead and get this. We will be reducing overextension to 0%. We're then going to immediately raise it back up, but giving ourselves free diplomatic reputation is always a good deal. So, let's see. Danish and Swedish separatists. Okay, now that I don't have unlimited vassal swarms running around, jeez, I'm actually going to set this guy over here to autonomous suppression. I think I'm going to set this guy to it as well. You know what? No, we need this guy. Okay. We now need to declare war, so we're going to go ahead and declare war on Aquileia first. And actually, do we have... We do not have a truce with Milan. So we're going to go ahead and attack Milan. That's convenient. And because they were just the vassals of our vassals, they don't have any allies. So we'll be able to send our massive army to go after them. So, let's see. Clement de Rieu. And once we take this, we will hopefully be able to... Okay, so they have their troops heading here. They have a decent general, but it really doesn't matter. We have enough troops to handle them. So we just lost Master of Mint. We have to get, I guess, the production efficiency guy. Production efficiency plus 10% is actually almost enough to pay for himself, which is kind of cool. Of course, at the point where your rank 3 advisors are paying for themselves, you're probably beyond the point where you give a crap about money. And we're just going to send this guy in. Okay, so we're working on things over here with Naples, and now we can work on things over here with Persia. So the Milanese territory should go easily enough. This is 75% cost, this is 100% cost. So imperialism is just superior to Holy War, and we're going to go ahead and utilize it. Excuse me. Imperialism is basically the new Holy War. All the benefits of Holy War, and then some. So they have... I didn't even know I had a truce anyway. So we've converted someone. There we go. So that army is annihilated, and we can send these guys in. It's going to take quite a while to siege down these rank 8 forts, but luckily we don't have to do only one war at a time. So we should be able to declare our next war. So we're going to go ahead and declare war on Mixtec. Never mind. And this is mountains. Gonna move these guys up here, and then we're going to set them to autonomous suppression. This guy's already on that. And Iroquois separatists are wrecking house over here. Okay, we're gonna need to deal with that. I think it's time that I start sending troops over. Okay, so we actually have 10... Okay, we don't need to worry about those. The separatist rebels over there are going to be taken down by the rest of my vassal swarm, I think. Okay. My colonial swarm, that is. Okay, so these guys have arrived in Poltava. We're going to merge these together and enable suppression. So that's basically the key, is that I want to have people ready in every region to deal with rebels. Now this is going to be my hunter-killer army, and we're just going to walk them straight at the enemy and go Yahoo! Now, one thing that's important to recognize that is a little off is if you read the wiki, it says that the Holy Roman Empire is the German cultural union and will always allow all German cultures. That is not the case. The Holy Roman Empire is your cultural union and will accept your cultures. So as you can see, I accept all of the French cultures. I do not accept any of the German cultures. So that's an important distinction. Typically Germans are creating it, but it's not just universally the cultural union of the Germans. I'm pretty sure Germany is the official cultural union of the Germans. So I probably should have started annexing someone else. And if we go here, we'll be attacking into hills. But we'll be attacking a small enough army in hills that it might be worthwhile to do. And it looks like we are not going to finish them quickly enough, and we're going to have to send the rest of our army down. This is the 334 general, so... Holy crap! This is actually closer than I would anticipate, considering that they've got me outnumbered. Huh. Oh wow, yeah, I have a huge advantage over them. They have substantially less discipline and they have less morale, so I guess that's it. Okay, so these guys are now running away. I guess they're gonna go here. They're going to Modena. With them going to Modena, I don't know. And that's gonna piss off Afghanistan. Speaking of Afghanistan, I want to start annexing them soon. So these guys must be going to either Piedmont or Albenga. And I'm gonna go ahead. They're probably going to Piedmont. But I'm going to Albenga anyway because Albenga's a nicer place to go. Yeah. I don't really want to fight them over in... Oh, no! They are going to Albenga! And we will arrive shortly after them. And we annihilated their army. Perfect. So with their army annihilated, this will become a very fast war. As for Persia, I'm not going to worry about Yazd. I don't think it's worth concerning myself with. We're going to leave someone behind, pop into Dauphin, and then pop back to Novara. And over here, we can't actually get through their forts to get to the capital. So we'll just have to wait for this fort to go. Once this fort goes, we can just walk into their capital and all that jazz. So we take the Siege of Shervin. Albenga just came under our occupation. And Dauphin was not taken, which is great. We can send these guys here. We won the Siege of Mosul. So we can just send people to Ardren, I guess. Yeah. I'm not terribly concerned about diplomatic insults. So Moldavian reactionaries. Ugh. That is a gigantic number of revolutionaries. So mistakes were made, obviously. I should not have given so much territory to these guys. What we're going to do is we're going to send... Luckily they do have 0%. Unrest now that they're taken by the thing. So once we put down those rebels, I think that we'll be okay. Katsina has the end of internal conflict. And there we go. We've arrived in their capital. And we can siege that down. Alright, so we're going to walk over here, and then we're going to, I guess we're going to walk here, and then just chill there for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these armies together. I don't know, that's not bad, that's not a good idea. We're going to just set these guys, and these guys have rebel suppression right now. So we've converted Mysore. We have a ton of Protestant places to take. Novara has come under our occupation. We've lost the Siege of Yazd. These guys are going to Isfahan, which is mountains. So Urbino has just been taken by Milan. And for some reason the Neapolitan army is not getting involved here. You would think that they would. We're doing it for their good. This is the thanks we get! Yarg! Okay, so for Milan, our goal is to take absolutely everything. Can we take everything? Not quite, but pretty close. This is 179% overextension, so if we were going to do it, we would have to do it as a mixture between us and Naples. Oh shit. We don't have a leader with... Oh my god, that guy is terrible. Oh shit, no. Don't abandon this. God damn it. I accidentally sent the whole thing and I meant to only send part of it. So we just lost that siege, and we're gonna lose this siege. Well, we don't have a siege here. Get there, get there, get there. Okay. So slowly but surely we'll be able to pull Moldavia back from the brink. And these guys are just going to pop over to this place. Rebel fighting squad. So another conversion done. Varmos is back under our control. Our truce with Jaunpur is over. Can send these guys over. Won the siege of Manzendran. And we're going to piece out of both of these wars simultaneously, I think. Because I'm going to need to create a client state here. And I need to create a client state over here probably as well. Either that or I have to core it myself. Ooh, administrative technology cost reduction. Send these guys over here. Okay. So we're at 95% overextension. And once we finish these two sieges, we will be all set. It's the Defender of the Faith, right? That might not be, actually. It's still Defender of the Faith. How many Catholic nations are there, anyway? Me and the Commonwealth, Polotsk, and... How do I not have any cardinals? Oh, there I am. Down here now. Okay. I actually, when I first... Whoa, what the hell? Where'd these guys come from? They have a lot more troops than I expected them to. I don't know where they came from. It's okay, though. They have a few troops. We have a few more. I'm gonna go ahead and take Flanco back. These are going to Lucca, and from there they're probably going to go to Ancona. So we've just occupied Hamadan, and we are going to... This is unfortunately a hill province. So we're taking Odelberg back. Now these two are going to go this way, and they're going to take both paths. So we've got some pretty big rebel armies. Oh shit. Five mobility, not terribly useful. So we're at 7% and 14% here at least. Okay, so now let's take Nice back. Can go to Cremona. And we will have them fully sieged. Okay. A lot of money. This is unfortunately mountain terrain. And now that these are about to fire, I'm gonna need to keep those guys out of the fight for now. I'm gonna leave enough troops here to siege. And then we're going to charge. And that battle went better than I expected. Pretty much went about as well as you could possibly hope for. need a lot of troops to reinforce our men. Okay, so these guys are now heading north. And it looks like we finally caught up to them. Boom. These guys are going here to fire ends. We lost the siege of Osterode. Okay. So we just started coring stuff. And we can go ahead and move to Lucca. These guys can come here. And the siege of Grodno again. And we're just going to leave a soldier everywhere. To get the carpet siege down. Ooh, cool. Bonus settler chance. So Crimea and Afghanistan have their armies over here. And I need to peace out soon because I need to start annexing my next group. I'm gonna start annexing 2 people at a time. Just won the siege of Brescia. Okay, we're taking the siege of Milan. We are now at 84% and 99% respectively, so we are going to go ahead and take all this territory. Can't quite get Albenga. That would require more war score than we actually have available to us. However, if we don't want to make another state entirely, one thing that I could do is only take like 2/3 of this and give it all to Naples. But I think what I do want is... Wait, how is it on Earth? Oh god, we have to go to... Okay, so we're not going to take Corsica and Sassari because we don't have any forts in that area. This gives me 179%, and we need to have 2 people at our disposal because we need to immediately peace out with the other guys as well. All your trade are belong to us. We just got that achievement because Crimea lost all their stuff. So we've got these so far. We also got total control from owning 100 or more provinces with no local autonomy. And let's see. We will go ahead and send both peace deals at the same time. We're going to end up with a grotesque amount of overextension for 0 time as we start compiling it into client states. So, first things first, we're going to annex all of this. So, this is 179% overextension. And we are going to do the same... Actually, we're not going to do the same thing. We're just going to do this here. Oh shit! It all went to Naples. Wait, what? No, it didn't. Okay. I'm easily confused, apparently. I'm very easily confused. So, this stuff over here needs to be given to Naples. So we're at 255% overextension, which is a bit excessive. We're going to go to Naples. What is this? Contrary fleet. Okay. Naples. Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, there's that. Okay, I'm dumb. And that was why I was planning on doing it in the first place. Let's take a look at where their forts are. They have one here. I know that. This is not an actual fort, it's just a capital fort. There's one here, there's one here. This is a level 2 fort. This is a level 6 fort. We definitely need to take this province. So... then again, we're probably just going to take 100%, aren't we? No! Well, it's not quite 100% of their territory, but it's pretty close. So this is 142% overextension. It will not cost us that much to core, because we are going to create a client state for it. There we go. So we can now start creating client states, in theory. Okay, so we're going to assign this province to a client state. But first, we're going to give Naples all of this stuff. Do they have cores in any of this stuff? Or claims, for that matter? They really did not get... oh, right, their claims wore off. Okay, so, Naples. We're now going to grant you Lucca. Modena. Not Moldavia. Naples. Grant Province. Romagna. Urbino. Can't give them Urbino. Oh, right. Never mind. That's silly. Ancona and Arezzo. Okay. This is already one of our core provinces. We don't need to give that to them. Okay, so we give them that. We should be able to give them maybe a little bit more. If we want, give them Novara or something. How about Brescia? Okay, we're not going to bother with it because they're already in good enough shape. So Naples is doing fine. And now we are going to go ahead and take the rest of this stuff. So Novara is not a core, so we're going to create a client state. And this shall be, I don't know, Imperial Italy. So we can set them as a monarchy of my dynasty, because sure, why not? I'm not going to set all of that stuff for them. And this is Imperial Italy. We're now going to grant them Milan, Cremona, Brescia. What else do I need to give them? Not Trent, because that's ours. Is that it? No, it's not even close to it. Actually, it might be. Nope. We need to give them this. Yeah, this is a core. This is a core. Interesting. Naples considers Piedmont to be core. So we can give Naples Piedmont, maybe? We can't give them Piedmont because even though it's already cored, it's not adjacent to them. What's going on here? I guess... Did I just have cores in a bunch of Milan's territory because old... Interesting. Okay, anyway, we don't need to give them Trent. We need to give them not Montferrat because we have this core already. And not Cuneo, because we have a core already. So we give it Albenga if we can. I don't know if we can give Imperial Italy Albenga actually. I cannot. So is it Piedmont? Yep. So we'll grant them Piedmont. That is very interesting. So a substantial number of the territories that we took from them were already cores. So, at any rate, we are done with that, and now it's time to create a client state over here to devour all of this territory for us. So we're going to create a client state here. And we will not call this Imperial anything. This is going to be... I think it's going to be Persianable, because it's very personable. And they have a blank white flag. Okay, Persianable. We will start granting you provinces. Do I have a map for coring? I guess I could actually see just by unrest. Maybe? Oops. And then I clicked off of unrest for some reason. Okay. So we're looking at unrest. And here we go. So all the territory that we took from Persia can be given to Persianable. Okay, so this here is Crimea's stuff. Just make sure we don't have any random cores here. So Hilla is our core. Russia has a core here. Okay, so Persianable. Grant Province. Shervin. And Persianable. Melikates. This is going to take a while. Gilan. Tabriz. Maragay. Urmia. Sharazor. Tikrit. Baghdad. Kermanshah. Hamadan. Going around in a circle and I left out a couple things. So Van. Mush. So now we're at 88% overextension. I'm not going to be able to give them all of this. I'll give them Markazi. And that's pretty much all of what I can give them. So Ishifan would cause them to go over. Semnon would not. So they're at 99% overextension. And we're done with them for now. States are demanding control of territory for some reason. And let's see. We will only have this for one more month or so. I think we're just gonna core the rest. Unfortunately, we no longer have the distant overseas modifier. Ooh, and we no longer have the other modifier that I had either. That's painful. Okay, we are going to actually send someone to Crimea to annex. So we're going to start annexing them. Are we? Yes, we are. So we'll finish this in 8 years. So the hope is that within the next 8 years, Crimea gets its shit together. Okay, so... now, we have 2 annexations going, and we have 25 days before we can do anything else. My overextension is pretty high. And rather than keep this stuff for myself, I actually am going to make another client state out of this. So we're going to go ahead and go look at Unrest. And we're going to go to Burjand. Okay, so this is the best one. We're going to go ahead and give this to another one called Cinder. And we can now oh. Does this show my... Oh! So I need to look at the diplomatic map for some reason. Okay, so the diplomatic map will show me the stuff that I have cored and not cored. Great. That's very useful to know. So we can go over to Cinder and grant them Thera. Sabzavar. Kunis. Golstan. Ardakan. And Ishafan. So, how's our overextension now? 125%. Where's Albenga? Yes, I needed to figure out what to do with this. I'm just gonna core it myself, it's fine. It's better than creating a new vassal state for it entirely. Okay, so we now have a monthly increase. Actually, now have a monthly decrease of -2 from annexing and stuff. So we are okay in terms of diplomatic power for now. And we are okay with overextension. Perfect. So now it's time to declare war on the next people. So who's next? Not you. Not for another 7 years. So I think it's these John Puri folk over here. So Jaunpur has 386 development, and we're going to start cutting it down to size, unless we have someone else who has more. Yes, we do. We have Kazakh, who has substantially more, and I can start taking some Kazakh territory with Cinder, and I can start taking some with Afghanistan. We can do it with both. Now, I've improved relations with Afghanistan. They're not quite ready, and but yeah, we'll be going after Kazakh next, because we actually are adjacent to them now. I like how you get all the casus bellis against your own vassals. It's pretty amusing. Okay, these guys need to go somewhere that they split in half. Call it a day. Split in half. Call it a day. Over here we can. Just call it a day, I guess. We are going to have these guys do autonomous suppression. And we've got these guys chilling out down here. These are the rebel squashers. Now, do I need to get some distance over TC's territory for me to core? Yes, I do, which means that my navy needs to get to work. So we could go after Malacca. Malacca has currently got a lot of territory that is distant overseas. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going after Malacca next. They are one of the largest nations that we are going to have to deal with. They are allied with Sulu and Pagu. And we're going to piece these guys out separately. Unless we want to just declare war on these guys, but I think that's not what we're going to do. I think not. Let's split these guys up because you just... There's not enough space anywhere to handle the insanity that is my troops. So we're going to go after Malacca in 13 days. And we are actually going to send both of these up here now, because we are going to be picking up Sherman army arrived. Okay. That is going to be confusing. So we're at 80% overextension, but not for long. Unfortunately, we won't be doing this quite as efficiently as we'd like. Okay, so the other person they're allied with is who? Wait, they're at war with someone? Oh, lungs. Well, that's perfect. So they're trying to conquer someone right now. Oh, UA is my... Gotcha. Getcha, I understand now. So... do I have anything else that I need to do yet? No. So we have some forts that we need to deal with. Was this... Sulu, not Sunda. Where is Sulu? Does Ryukyu still exist? Ryukyu still exists! Nice! Okay, so we are going to drop off these troops in Kiraban here. And 80,000 is a little overkill, but you know, You do what you gotta do. Okay, and our Imperial Mexican fleet shows up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these troops back, or these ships back, and pick up the armies over here and start sending them through Malacca. Malacca proper has that, so let's take a look at Malacca's armies. Malacca should have one of the largest armies in the world. And they have 92,000 troops. So yes, they definitely do. Okay, so these troops that are chilling in Naples should probably come down here. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Okay, our troops have been dropped off, and we're now going to pick up the rest of them. So, how advanced is Malacca's army? They have rank 20 army. What idea groups do they have? They have offensive and defensive, so they do have a pretty... So am I gonna... How much attrition am I gonna suffer here? Ugh. It sucks. We're gonna lose a lot of troops there. We can't move the troops though, really. I guess we could have split the army in half. But I don't like splitting the army in half when I can't move. I want to keep the army in a place where they can defend. I also need to make sure that one of these armies has a leader. We're going to send the siege leader, and we're going to put them over in Malacca proper. We have won the Siege of Grodno. Naples is taking back that territory. So everything should start going more smoothly now. Plots considers the score. Moldavia, are you westernizing or something? Oh god. I don't think Moldavia has any monarch points. I have a suspicion that they do not have any monarch points at all because they're using them all. Who the heck is Pagaryun? I don't remember seeing... Oh, that's these guys, yeah. Okay. I don't remember seeing that name. But I do remember seeing that name. Ooh, Baroque music. Trading in ivory happened to us. +1 to diplomatic reputation. We are... Whoa! Hello! So we're now annexing Moldavia and Crimea at a pace of 10 instead of a pace of like 7 or whatever we were doing before. Because we're not overextended anymore. Unfortunately, I do have to be concerned here because they have a pretty big fleet. I'm actually going to send these guys. I'm going to stop this and move these guys over to Selangor. Because I have concerns that they're going to be able to. Getting one province that has reduced tax modifier is completely inconsequential. So, let's see. I can actually see which armies are getting attrition. So this army here, which is heading to a place where they will not. This army here. This army here, this army here, which is just chilling. No reason for them to have attrition. This army here, just chilling. No reason to suffer attrition while chilling. Ditto. Okay, we're set. 28% here. Converted the heretics of Strasbourg. Have we invested here? Nope. Okay, so we have sent our troops over. And now... Shit. Okay, I figured we'd have to go over here. So we have Bruneian separatists, which is unfortunate, because we're going to have to deal with them. On the plus side, we're 7% here already, and this should go pretty quick. So we'll siege this down, and then we'll move over to Malacca itself, and then we'll just continue on. God. 50 years of football. Who's my natural scientist? My advisors haven't even heard of football! I love the new religion spreads thing. It's just such a funny idea. Okay, so do I need this, or do I need to start doing more administrative power again? Because Kazakh is really huge now. Okay, so I've declared war on these guys, and I guess Cinder has... I'm gonna wait until Cinder has started coring all of its territory before I go into Kazakh. So we finally won the siege of... Okay, that's convenient. That's very convenient. Okay, we're gonna walk over here. And somebody just died. Oh no, it was our discipline guy. We get the manpower modifier. I think I'm gonna do that. I receive 6,633 more troops every month. Okay, so we're just gonna pop in here. And then we're just gonna move over. Okay, so we will carpet siege this little island, then we will move on. We have several years left. Hey, Blockader! I just got the achievement Blockader. Okay, so the achievement Blockader is obtained by blockading 10 ports of one enemy, and there's 10 ports in this area. So we got Blockader, I guess. I completely forgot about the Blockader thing. Okay, so we're just gonna send these guys here. And these boats do not stand any chance against my power. Or more accurately, against my numbers. And we gained an extra transport ship. Even better. So Kendall came under our control. And we need to pop over here. Now, while I'm doing this, I feel like I should be expanding elsewhere as well. So I could create a new client city out of Ethiopia or out of Mutapa. How big is Mutapa? Mutapa is... they're one of the biggest militaries. Mutapa has 420 development. So if I just make a new client state and start devouring them that way, that'll be good for me. So let's do it. I don't think I want to go after Kazakh yet, because I do want Cinder to be able to recover a bit first. Though I could go after them with Afghanistan as well, which is something that I completely forgot about. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go after these guys. So, Imperialism, Yarhu. So we just need to take their capital. It shouldn't be too difficult. Where's your capital? Right here. So how many troops does Kazakh have? $46,000. This might be sufficient to deal with them. You know, in theory. This is a level 2 fortress, so they're still using the same fortresses from the beginning of the game, and it looks like that is universally true, which is good because it means that we can cut through them faster. The faster we cut through them, the better. Now, it's one thing that's interesting and important to note is that Ming is currently not adjacent to any Western nations. So we're going to send these guys up here, this pair down here. We're going to send this group alone to here, and this pair to here. These guys will just move here, and then we'll figure it out from there. Oh, not there. Okay, so these guys are going to blockade up here in the Highlands, because there's no reason to risk losing troops. And we can now see Malacca's troops. It looks like they are going to try to take back their capital. And we have 0%. They have 0% chance of taking this immediately. And we'll just have to see. Ooh, artillery fire +2 again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so once this siege goes, like one more tick, we will head over here. Okay. And hope if this ticks, that would be hilarious. Okay, good. Okay, so we're up to 7% here, 21% here. They have a 3-star. Oh my god, he's really good. And that's Highlands, so we're going to need a leader here who's actually decent. We'll send this guy, I guess. We lost the Siege of Katong. Oh, shizzle. That is a lot of troops right there. Hi. We're sending our fleet. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made. So these guys are going to retreat. I'm hoping that they retreat to Johor. You know what, I could send these guys and possibly salvage it. I'm gonna send them. Because they're gonna die if... Okay. They're gonna die if they don't get into this fight in time. Okay, they got into the fight in time. Now pick these guys up and bring them over here. And it's just a matter of whether my troops survive long enough for this army to arrive or not. Also, we're going to encounter their navy here. Hi guys. So we're not going to have a chance to arrive with our troops. So we've won the siege of Kungarat, and that's good because right now things over here are not looking so hot. How this fight is going for me right now. I kind of feel like I just want to pull out. It was probably a good decision. They have just as many Carracks as I have, and they probably have higher level Carracks. I have not upgraded my fleet, and I really should have. That said, this allows me to get those troops over to the mainland where they need to be, and we can just sort of walk them over to the capital again. We don't lose a major engagement from this. So we will have 70,000 troops, which is Good enough. We'll merge them together. And also, we are about to get dramatically upgraded. Oh, right. These guys had the craptacular general. Okay, so we'll assign this guy because it's important. We won the siege of Mashhad. Okay, so we now have these two guys just chilling here, and they really should be going somewhere like over here, maybe. Okay. I can lose 25 administrative power, I think. So these guys have Kavan separatists now. And we're actually going to not use these guys for this. Use these guys. Okay, so that is set. Put these guys over here. Lost the siege over there. Now the unfortunate thing is that we're really in a dangerous position where we don't have naval superiority. We lost the siege of Malacca. And we're just gonna have to hope we can reinforce our troops over here quickly enough to not have bad things happen to us. Okay, so these separatists are annoying, and we are intending to take this territory that they want, so invest in the naval force is kind of cool. Okay, so let's do this. We'll pop these guys over here and then annihilate this army. So it's now 1710. We are unfortunately stuck. With more war than we'd like to have. So where's the capital? pretty sure the capital fort was showing just a second ago, and now it's not anymore. There we go, it's right there. It's the fort that isn't a fort. Okay, we won the siege over here, and it looks like... Hoo boy! We have a very large army coming toward us. We are not getting on these boats, because we don't know whether we can survive on them. And this army needs a leader. So we can go ahead and give the best leader we have. These guys have 4 mobility, so we need to make sure that it's someone with at least 4 mobility. And if we do that, they will have a -2 crossing penalty. But they have a really godlike general, so I think I'm going to just re-roll leaders until I get one that's really amazing. And he's pretty good. He's a 3-4. But he doesn't exploit the crossing penalty. Here's a 3-3-4. A 3-3-4 will mean that they have a penalty in the shock phase, and they have no bonus in the fire phase. So let's go ahead and put this guy in charge, and that will change the scope of the battle completely. Now these guys are walking away. The guys who are going to Bonten have... So it's actually going to be the fire phase where they're going to have a penalty. And the other guys did get all the way out. So these guys are just going to get obliterated. They sent an army of the same size to fight my army, which is not a good idea. And now these guys are locked in, so they're going to get into the same trap.
It's a trap! The Empire is waiting for you!
It is literally an Imperial trap going on right here. Saltome has become self-sustaining. Wait, I had... What? I had no idea I had territory down here. Cool. Yeah, so that was a thing. Okay, so Malacca just threw all of its troops into my waiting jaws. And got themselves completely obliterated. I say completely obliterated. They did not actually get completely obliterated. But they lost a lot of troops there. Now, hopefully we can get these guys over here in time. And we just lost another battle against these damn things. So let's pop over to here. So to fully reinforce my men, I need a lot of troops. Because we have been definitely... I actually don't need this full army here anymore, because what am I afraid is going to happen? Hello! There's a land link here! I didn't realize that! Oh! I was thinking that those guys came across on boats! They didn't come across on boats at all! Interesting. Very interesting. So we can go here if we want. But I don't want to yet. I want to wait for these guys to recover a bit. I say that, but I'm lying. I do want to go over here. So I'm just gonna walk over to this place here. Defending in the jungle is almost as good as that straight, so it's instead of a -2, it's just a -1. But then again, there is a river here as well, so this actually is just as good as that straight. It's a little better because they get either a -1 or a -2, depending on whether they have higher mobility. We have 7 out of 3 leaders. That is a lot of leaders. But, I mean, the thing is, we don't really have any use for military power, so... we might as well. Okay, so we've taken the Siege of Malacca. These guys are now going to cross this strait and into grasslands, which is not what I like. And I don't have a good leader who's actually available right now. So we will have to assign this guy instead, which is not excellent by any stretch of the imagination. This guy's 223. I'm gonna see what happens if I just send these guys over here now. Will they still keep coming? Looks like they will. They have confidence! They believe in their power! I need someone with 4 mobility. Are we just... we're rolling the dice again. We're just gonna keep re-rolling. Oh wow, this guy's actually really, really, really good. Is he good enough? He's actually good enough, probably. We're gonna use this guy. He's not gonna give us the bonus we want, but he'll nullify one of their bonuses. They have no choice but to keep coming. And we have almost as many troops as they do. So hopefully this will go well for us. If it doesn't, then I have no one to blame but this general that I just got. We just won the siege of something. Okay, so this place. I'm gonna send this guy up here. And yeah, these guys are in fact coming to Perm, which sucks. So these guys are gonna pop down here. Okay. Okay. So we lost a few troops, but these guys have just been hemorrhaging troops in all these fights. They don't have the same kind of military tactics we do, so they just melt. How is it? I'm amazed by how even this is so far. So if we go to nice diplomatic rep +1, and we're now losing 11. Wow, we've got a -10 right now. glad I've got this set to diplomatic power, because holy crap. And let's take a look at these guys, because we are annexing them, and we need to take a look and see whether they've actually cored anything. And Moldavia has not cored anything. We've given them all this stuff, and none of it is cored. I'm sure that Moldavia is westernizing or something, which means that I am in trouble. These guys over here, have they cored everything? That's cored. So luckily, Crimea is not an issue. Crimea has cored everything. We don't have to worry about their annexation process. We do have to worry about Moldavia, though, because they're incompetent. There's no other real way to say it. It's just that they have not been coring any of the stuff that I gave them, and my life is going to be a world of hurt and pain. Because I'm going to take that territory, and I'm going to have to annex it all myself. I guess I could create another vassal state out of it, but that would be the silliest thing on earth. And let's see. Creating a navy that's 75% of my force limit is something I could do. So let's go ahead and do it. I don't know how many boats I'll need to make for that. I'd need to make 200 extra boats. So we are going to make a navy with a template that is going to be 50 heavy ships. So 50 of these. And this is going to take a while. And 100 of these. And this is Naval Conquest, I guess? I like that name. And that'll give me 150 ships, and I just need to do that twice. So that's going to cost me like 10,000 gold to make those fleets. And there we go. There's no reason to build galleys. I think that they're useless. So we've got a peace offer from Kazakh. We can go ahead and ignore that. I think we can safely ignore that nonsense. These guys. Okay, so these guys are going to go here. These guys are going to go here. These guys are going to split in half. Here. These guys need to split in half over here. So Kazakh, do they have territory next to me? They do not. So how is Cinder doing? They are coring this. Yes, okay, so Cinder is coring this. And so yeah, Cinder is mostly cored, so they should be able to remove their autonomy soon. They're not, their thinger soon. And that is good. Okay, so we've taken this siege down here as well, and we're just going to go into Siak, I think. I want to piece these guys out, and if I start taking their Dangers, we should be able to do it that way. We have a level 6 fort here. Ugh. Irritating. Level 6 fort there, and level 6 fort here. Thanks, guys. Okay, so we are at 72% over here. Luckily, with this, we should be able to just sort of give the territory to our vassals directly. We don't have to take it ourselves, which means that we will be able to peace out of this war before we go into the other one. Or rather, before we're ready to peace out with the other one. Malacca is proving to be more unfortunate and nasty than I had anticipated. We are going to go up here because we can't actually get up here. And we have all the stuff we need, I think. You know what? We're going to get the manpower recovery speed. No reason not to. And these guys are not in my... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, this is not a good engagement because, I mean, we're engaging twice as many troops. And for the majority of the fight, they had double the troops. So we're going to lose a lot of troops here. Okay. So Kazakh wants a peace offer. And let's see, we have... We have a lot of troops in here. This is more troops than we need to face off with Kazakh. I guess we're just going to start giving this territory to Cinder. And actually, I'm going to, when I peace out, I want to keep an eye on how much this costs. So these 4 provinces are how much overextension? 3, 5, 4. They're not very much overextension, honestly. And do we want to give Crimea another province? Because Crimea is completely cored up. They have another, how long? Oh, they only have 3 years. We can't do this. So. Cinder's gonna go from, yay, we've almost scored everything, to, oh my god, what are you doing to us? What is this insanity? Alright, so if we take all of that's 22% more score. Okay, so we're going to have to wait until we get more territory done here. I don't like this knowledge is power bull crap. Fourth, 20th, perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is okay, I need to check. These guys are 15% of the way toward enforcing their demands. The problem is I have the Johor Navy right outside my... I have the Johor Navy right there! So we're gonna send this guy. Oops. Okay, I didn't notice that. Okay, we are going to go ahead and give this and this to Cinder, just so that I'm not tempted to do something very silly. Okay, so we've got all that going to Cinder. That is 29% Warsaw. Over here. I'm going to go ahead and give this to Cinder as well. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have we improved our relations as much as we can with these guys? Nope. Okay, so this territory needs to be occupied by Afghanistan. Oops. Oh, this is under siege, I can't give it to him. Okay. Okay, so we won the siege of Bengolu. Very nice. Okay, so let's look over here again. I think we're going to want to give this stuff to Afghanistan, because we have a huge amount of territory going to the other guys. And we can see what this looks like if we give all this. This is 65% more score. So if we take just a couple more provinces with Afghanistan, we should be in good shape, I think. So, these guys are going to just pop here. I'm surprised that we can't just pop into this, because it does have a strait. So we are starting to build our Doom Fleet. The Doom Fleet is going to be the death of any fleet that it encounters. That is a lot of carrots. It's going to be 100 frickin' heavy ships. So they've got 19,000 troops coming our way. And we've maxed out relations with Afghanistan now. And we can now send a colonist. And we need colonial Peru. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take any territory in colonial Peru very easily. We'll take a couple of... Okay, so this will be... Sure, we'll call it Imperial Columbia, that's fine. As long as I don't have to find their name at any point, I don't care what I call them. So, we... Oh, these states... tribes, so... Afghanistan... We want to basically get these guys down to the point where we can kill them in one more war. So... I really just don't know how much overextension is involved right now, and we'll just... I guess we won't even see. But yeah, Kazakh is definitely going to be shrinking here. And... Malacca sending... Oh. Oh, they went on the boats to get around here. That's kind of clever. So they are going to chill in this fort, but that's okay, because once we take this fort, they can't send this army to attack me. And once they can't send this army... Or, sorry, once they can't send them over this way, because they'll be blocked by this fort, then I'll be able to just charge into here. And that will be good. Disease outbreak. They are going to Toulon, and they are probably going to go over there. So, peace offer from Kazakh. Go ahead and put this in charge. Okay, so hopefully Afghanistan will be able to core this at a reasonable pace. If not, then sucks to be them. Okay, so they are now at 90% for one more war, so we will go ahead and do this. We split up all of this between two different vassals, so hopefully this will be sufficient. This is a 77% peace offer value, and kaboom. Afghanistan and Cinder are both enormous now. They have a decent amount of this. Their overextension is 0.51. Overextension here is 1.96. So how much does overextension give? We don't have any right now, so we can't really check. Okay, so that's done. And I guess it's time to go either against the Bahmanis, who we do have a peace treaty with, or, since we have a peace treaty with them, we'll go to the Jaunpuri Bengal. So, everybody go down south. It's gonna be great down south. And actually, this is Afghanistan, so perfect. We can pop on through here. We have 421. So we are not going to start annexing Afghanistan yet. And let's take a look here. Somebody's coming here. Okay, these guys are now heading for this area, which is grassland, with no defensible terrain to speak of. So how about we put Joachim in charge? And if it's only those guys that are coming, which they changed their minds. It's good that they changed their minds, because I don't actually want to fight those guys if I can avoid it. Let's take a look here. We're not going to be able to piece the Pagaruyung people out of the war as long as we can't get naval control. So these guys are going... So they are heading over here, and once we finish this siege, which should happen soon, there we go. Just happened. So this is grasslands. There is no crossing involved. So we're gonna just walk up like this to cut them off, make sure that they don't try to escape. And we need to keep an eye on our Bruneian separatists, because these might defect 5 years from now. That may seem like a long time from now, but it's really not. As long as you'd like. 17th, 13th. Okay, both are arriving on the same day now. How can they get to Kedah? That's weird. They should be able to get there. Because we have complete fort control in this area. I think we'll wipe these guys out. Yep. We're wiping them out, and these guys are locked in. They're coming for us. Bring it! Oh, never mind. They're not coming for us. They're going to the fort. Well, that's fine too, because this is also grasslands. And we will be able to also eradicate them. It was a very, very bad decision for them to start splitting up their army like this, because with their army split up, we can completely eradicate it, and now push further in, or peace out, because we have 44% war score, which is probably enough to take a boatload of territory from them. Because we need to... We want to get ourselves as close to 100% overextension as possible during this war, and we can easily do that. There we go. This is 102%, we don't want quite that much. Now, can we get some fortresses from these guys? These are 2, 2, 4... These are level 2 forts over here, so I'm not going to worry about this stuff. As for these guys, we can't piece them out on their own, so we're just going to go ahead and take, I guess, this peace offer. This will allow us to just sort of eat all this territory for ourselves. And boom. Now, the other thing that we're going to do, and this is something we're going to do this time, is we're going to increase this business. Now, all this territory is distant overseas, so we do get that very tasty cost reduction on coring. And we can send these guys to Selangor, from which back over there. You know, I just realized that this was probably... No. We are going to core everything. Did I increase this up here? Yeah. Okay, so we can now core everything. And we're at 394 administrative power. And we're still looking at Ming as the empire to eat. Not beat, because that's going to be easy. It's easy to beat them in a war. The key is being able to eat them. They are going to be difficult to digest. So, we still have 40,000 bucks coming in, and 930 we have... Have you cored this stuff yet, Naples? Yep. And we need to improve our relations with Imperial Italy, I think. Let's see. And annexing Naples is not something I'm going to be able to do right now, because I'm annexing these other ones too fast right now. So once I finish with Crimea, I can start on the other, my other vassals, including Naples. And Moldavia has not cored anything in the time that they have had this new territory. I don't think they've cored a single province here. It's my life much, much harder. So who's in charge here anyway? He has 3 administrative skill. I think they're just spending all of their technology points on westernizing or something. Okay, so that said, is Malacca at peace now? Yes. Okay. And how much did we just take from Malacca? Malacca is now... still on the list. So they are at 685, so we took about 100 something from them, I think. So, not terrible, but not as fast as we'd like. That said, we did eat them pretty quick. Okay, let's see. Those are pretty small offering. Now, Persianable is going to be edible soon. The Heretics of Loon. And I'm going to actually take a look at this Georgia on my mind thing. It's over here somewhere. I have 500 heavy ships and no loans, so I can actually do this if I want to. So we're gonna need to get over 1,000 eventually. And we'll get Masters of India eventually. There we go, Georgia on my mind. So we need South Georgia, we need Koata, we need Yamasee, Guria, Gwale. So we have 8 out of the 13 that we need. One of them that we need is, of course, right over here. And I just realized that if I make another client state, I'll go even further over my diplomatic limit than I already am. So do I want to do that? How long do we have on this? This will be finished in 2 years. So I think, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to declare war on Jaunpur, and we're just going to send all of our troops swarming in that general direction. We have our boats not there yet. And once we basically wipe out this army here and take back all of this territory, we'll be in good shape in that regard. And we're going to start taking Jaunpuri Bengal with a vassal, I guess. And I could actually eat the back end here. I could start... This is all distant overseas for me, so I could just go over here and start chomping away with my own overextension as well. So... Okay, let's do this. They're allied with Ladakh. Ladakh is eatable very quickly. So we'll just do Imperialism Casus Belli. Ladakh will join in, Ladakh will get eaten, and then we'll just start the expansion. So, take capital by Bareik. Okay, now, they have a bunch of forts, and they're all down here. How many troops do they have? They have... I can't see. They have 71,000 troops, so we do need to be a bit careful. We need to send armies with other armies. So we're going to send both of these guys into this region. And Jaunpur has a level 10, or level 20 military. And we're sending these guys. Can't get them there, so we'll send them down here. And alright, so we've just sent 3 armies of around 50,000 to various locations to start the annexation process. And we will hopefully we're going soon. Oh right, we didn't send anyone down there. Send these guys down there. Multan has a level 21 military, so I do need to be a little bit careful. No, I don't need to send these guys out. Clearance duty. Now, Sind is something that I'm going to want to take with Cinder. Is this the right guy? Yeah, he has 2 siege. And their leader has 0 mobility, which is nice. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our troops off here. More out of force of habit than anything, because I could do an amphibious landing there without a problem. Okay, so we have settlers showing up in new places. No, we lost our diplomatic reputation bonus. No. Oh, well. Unfortunate, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, I don't know why the cookie is crumbling, but it does. So, let's see. Okay, these guys are just gonna chill. Okay, so the separatists are gone. We can now set these guys to autonomous suppression. We can actually split them in half and set these guys over here. I don't think we need 100,000 troops to just lie around Europe. This seems suboptimal. I'll put them over here, I guess. We have confronted the heretics of Marienburg. Wow, this place is really takes a long time. Oh Jesus, no! Get back! Get back! Back, back, back! Actually, never mind. Stay right here. This is my territory. I can always drop a leader on them if I need to. Wait, what? Oh wow! 18,000 troops for such a tiny territory? It's insanity! Takes so long to get from Nagari to Shigatse. And this is hills, this is grassland, so what we're gonna do is send everybody down here and then pop them into Panapat. So these guys are gonna pop down to Ladakh. At least we're somewhat split now. This is Highlands, so we need to actually put someone in charge over here. Oh wow! We've got a really good general here. Whoa. Okay, so merging these two, giving them a leader. I'm going to give him a god tier general because we're going to have these armies go up against the main enemy force. So we just won the Battle of Dejat, or Derajat. And these guys are going there for some reason. Okay, we're actually going to send these guys over here as well. We're going all in. These guys are going to Upper Dobe. 334, 153. So we actually have enough that we will not get a crossing penalty here. which means that we just eradicate them almost instantaneously. Okay, so Upper Dobes Fortress is under siege, and we are going to wait until we have a few more troops here. Actually, we're not going to wait too much longer. We're going to wait a couple more days. We want to arrive before the 1st, so that we don't suffer any attrition. So we're just going to arrive on the 28th of January. These guys are going to pop in here. And we have not had, in this entire playthrough, a major coalition against us. The coalitions just can't form if you do the big blue blob early in the game, because the enemies they never feel like they can win against you. So unfortunately we do not wipe out the entire army. However, we do push them back. And we can send these guys to Nagari. Send these... Oh, this is their capital! That would have made my life a lot easier if I had paid attention to it. So Multan will go very quickly, even with only 10 troops there. And these guys are not on rebel suppression duty. So I need to set both of these little armies to do that. And let's see. %. Okay, so we have got to improve our relations with some of these people a bit. But who? Persianable is probably going to be someone that we're annexing reasonably soon. Maybe not, actually, because we're probably going to take Genoa with them as well. So Persianable will, I guess, be around for a while. So I guess it is just Naples. Naples is next on our annexation list. And our other vassals like us reasonably well, just as a baseline, because we're the same religion and the same culture. It's one of the nice things about the client states. I'm going to go ahead and get Royal Mortar. Gives me a huge bonus to artillery fire, and I think that since these guys are all running away, I'm going to go ahead and use now as my opportunity to upgrade to the Royal Mortars. Since I won't have to fight with them immediately, as long as the mortars have some morale, we're okay. Because they don't really lose morale during the fight in any meaningful manner. And let's see how much territory we're going to be able to take from these guys, actually. So, first of all, we can take this coastal territory, and this is 29 war score already, and 46% overextension. So if we take just this territory is basically enough to max us out on overextension. So that's good to know. And this is 59 war score, we are going to then take this, 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 and all of this. This gives us 159%, which means that all of this stuff up here is relatively easy to annex for my client state that I'm creating. So I'm only going to create the one client state here because I also have Afghanistan right here, and I could, if I wanted, get Cinder over there as well. But I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep expanding Afghanistan for a while. Maybe, I don't know actually. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to try to take as much territory from China as I can, as quickly as I can. We're going to need to get into a war with them immediately as to refinish this one. So in 3 years we will be at war with China. And let's see, the Siege of Cebu. And there we go. So we've eliminated the threat the rebellion posed. And the Bahmanis are allied with Ming again, which sucks because breaking the... I thought that breaking the thing made it so that you couldn't ally with them again until the truce wore off. But I still have a truce with both of them. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's very strange. Maybe it's because it's being held to the truce with France that doesn't exist anymore? Either way, that does mean that I'm going to have to fight the Bahmanis and the Ming at the same time again. Either that, or I'll have to go attack Ava instead of Ming and fight the Ming as a secondary party in that war. If I do that, I'm not sure how much territory I can take from them in one war, so... Alternatively, because I do need at least one big war with the Bahmanis, I could go after them. But yeah, the Bahmanis are not going to be a pleasant war, nor are the Ming. Luckily, 3 years is exactly how long it's going to take before my stuff is cored again. So, once I have, oops, oh right, I can't. Herp and derp. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and split this army because they can't get through, so... And they are attacking, so... The Ming are also involved in this, so let's make sure that we get our troops over to Gyeongju first. We do not want these guys screwing up my battle plan. We won the siege of their capital. Zaraza has grown enough to become self-sustaining. And now we need... So the Babanis have pretty... I didn't actually send anybody... Oh, never mind. It's just very strangely displayed area. I think that I might actually send my fleet over. The other thing that I'm going to do, since I do have time, is we're going to declare war on Mextech. So we're declaring war on them because we do need to get all these guys destroyed at some point. God, we're at 84% now. Okay, we're gonna pop these guys over here. And it does look like we're going to have to fight with the Bamanis. It's Protectorate. Now, the other thing to remember, again, is that I should be able to get the World Conquest even if I can't do a one tag. Because of the frustrating Ming-Bamani alliance. Either way, I should be able to do what I'm trying to do. I just won't get as much as I'd like. The one tag doesn't actually give you too much more. Except it does let you convert everyone to your religion, which is another achievement. Can't we get there? Because there's this... Okay. There we go. So we won the Siege of Jirut. These guys can go ahead and just walk in. And we need to get... Can't go here. And we really... Okay, we need to get rid of some of our crappy generals. Okay, this guy's got some use. This guy doesn't really have any. And... Hey, we found their army. It does not look like we are going to be able to take everything that we want from them here. Simply because we aren't going to be able to get there in time. I can try to get some of my troops down. Wait, where? I loaded those troops onto the... What the hell? Did they bug out again? Yes, they did, didn't they? God. When you have autonomous rebel suppression on, if you load troops onto onto boats, they will automatically get off the boats again. It is incredibly annoying. And it can be difficult to realize exactly what's going on as well. But luckily, it's already happened to me once this run, so... It actually happened to me 3 or 4 times, but with the same group.
Like, why are they keep going away? What is going on with these people? Ah!
But eventually I figured it out. Because I'm SMRT. Siege of Bhutan! Woo! Okay, we can get to Siget. And everywhere else now. Okay. So there's really not much reason. Oh, right. Did I? Yes, I did. This is 18% overextension if I take it. And Afghanistan has a bunch of separatists right now. On the plus side, they are coring stuff. But yeah, I think they might be over 100% overextension. This army is on rebel suppression duty, but this army is not. Let's put them on rebel suppression duty. So we have 90% overextension, which means that we can't take that province. Now, one issue here is that we're not going to be able... Oh, you know what I could do? Here's some sneaky business that I could do. Okay, now, right now, I am in a position where if I declare war on the Bamanis, then Ming will join the war, and then I'll have a giant war with the Bamanis and a giant war with the Ming, and that will suck. And 200 looks to be the max you can store up, so we're going to go ahead and increase our tax modifier, I guess. Clicking on the Papal State gives you the Holy Roman Empire instead, because we control Rome. And it's unfortunate, actually, because it decreases our diplomatic reputation to be controlling Rome. But, you know, we just have to. Let's see. We have no choice at all. We couldn't possibly do anything else. Okay, so... Anyway, so what I was describing earlier is the slight... Oh! Can we just connect something? Nope. Soon, though. There we go. Good job, team. So I'm going to try to just have my guys over there always at war now. Oh right, I need to create a group over here. Now, the key here is that if I declare war on Ava, I'll end up at war with Ming and Pegu. And if I declare war then on the Bamanis don't have any allies to call because all their allies are already at war with me. So what we're going to do here, I have a lot of overextension, and I should probably not have called this war over here because... You know what I'm actually going to do? I should have a fleet in Venice, right? And they have 26 ships. 26 ships is plenty to bring across an overpowering army for North America. so. Luckily, Afghanistan is under control. We've got that business well in hand. So, we should get there soon. Oh shit. We can't go there? Why? Oh, this is Wasteland. Never mind. Okay. So, the attacker here is Ming, so shit. We're not going to be able to take that from them. And we don't want to take the rest of this yet. But I think we're just going to take everything here. We can't core any of this stuff down here. So I think we're going to have to take the John Puri into more than one war. There's just no way for us to eat them in one war without giving overextension to our vassal state that we're creating. So this army is basically just going to go down into the Americas and speed things up, because right now my armies down there are slow. They fight fine, like they are winning the wars, but I want to start winning these wars faster. I want to get my troops in, take out the level 1 capital fort, peace out immediately, just as soon as I can. And right now, my troops are not really helping me with that. So, we have a 118 set here. So we're not... So we're halfway done with one of them. The other is not anywhere near done. So we are currently sitting on 500 administrative power, however we do not need to use it immediately. We can spend that on administrative tech, so we're not losing out on that resource. And yeah, I think that we're going to break the Ming-Bomani alliance here. So the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be declaring war on Ava. And Ava, I will probably just take a bunch of territory for myself from, because I'm going to be... I don't have any overextension right now. But the primary goal is not going to be dealing with this war at all. This war is we're going to try and peace out Ming, which will be good. And... let's see. Alagoas. I don't know where that Alagoas is, but we'll go ahead and try it, I guess. So anyway, let's see. Do we have anybody? No. Yes, we do. You. You, bad. Split, good. You, bad. Split, good. You, bad. Go somewhere reasonable, Jesus Christ. Such a tiny army. You! Okay, you're in the right position. You are sieging, good job. You are splitting. And you are a boat? Oh, okay. This is soldiers on the ships. I'm like, wait, what? You are a boat. Why does it give me... I don't think I have 21,000 boats there. That seems like an unrealistic number of boats. I don't think even my navy has 21,000 ships in it. I think my navy has even 1,000 ships in it. So what is this? This is the Conquest of Surguja. Interesting. So unfortunately, you know, it depends. If they let this sit for a little while longer. I do want to peace out with both of these nations first. But I guess if we peace out with both of these nations first, then we run into a whole other bag of worms. So I guess that's not feasible. Then again, I mean, it depends. No, my overextension is actually about to fade. So if I take less than 100% overextension from this, then what I can do is just take the territory, hold on to it in sort of like in keeping for my dudes. And I might want to do that. So if I'm going to do that, then I do not need to peace out, but I do need to wait for next year. But it's only January of next year, so that should be okay. So let's see. Let's make sure. So the goal with the Kiowa is to just conquer that. Holy crap, we do have a lot of troops over here now. Okay, so we've taken this capital, so we can go ahead and just piece this out. So that's Imperial Louisiana now. And let's see. We are at 75% here. We're going to get the call for peace sometime in the near future. And I think these sieges are not done yet. If I can consolidate enough troops here to just wipe out the Ming army, because I could probably go here if I'm attacking the Ming. So we need to get all of our troops. I guess we'll take a look. So I guess if we're taking all of this, that's 139% overextension. Let's take less than 139% overextension. This is not substantially adding to my overextension. If we don't take this stuff over here, we leave this business intact. No, we need to take this. So there we go. If we drop Barino and this, because this is actually a fort that they're currently sieging. Do we leave them some forts? Okay, so this is 85%. I don't think it'll be difficult to annex them in the next war if we do this. The key here is that they will maintain their capital, and a lot of this territory will not be sieged. Now, with that being the case, we can now attack Ava, and if we attack Ava, we will just first check. Ming will join, right? Yeah. Also, we have a truce still. Okay, so what we can do is we can break... No, we have an ally... Ah, crap. This strategy isn't going to work like I thought it was. We still have a peace treaty with them. Okay, so that's fine. This is 85%, so we just don't take that province. Okay, so this is 108%. So that's going to be a pretty big amount of territory for them to deal with, but it's not that bad. And we can also see how this whole business works. We currently have too many vassals. How long until Crimea disappears? Crimea is done. Great. Okay, so with Crimea being done, we're going to finish that annexation. And yeah, we're just going to do this. And it's a pretty easy thing to do. Oh wait, this is how much? I don't think it's that much. It's not more than 10%. Right? Yeah, this isn't more than 10%. So we're going to core this ourselves, and the rest of it we're going to give to our vassal here. What vassal, you ask? Well, they don't exist yet, but I'm sure I can come up with a fun name for them. Now, here's an interesting question. Can I... Yes! This is connected. It doesn't have to be cored territory. This is connected to my capital. So what I can do is I can find the biggest province in here, which is probably this one, and create this as the center of the client state. And by doing that, I dramatically reduce the amount of overextension that the client state's going to have. Perfect. So, increase the top here, and these guys are no longer sieging a province. They think they are, but they are not. This is a 32. Wow, 32 is pretty big. Okay, so 32. Yeah, it's definitely going to be this one. So this is going to be a client state. And this is going to be Midgar. Because I feel like it. Should it be Midgar, though? Yes. Yes. Even though it is Eldrea. And we are going to go ahead and change the... Ooh, we can change the map color! So the map color for Midgar will be not black. Black is kind of a silly color. Black is more of a Commoniton color. And we will make it some nice green color, I guess. This is probably a nice-ish green. And what was that? Cool. Nah. Not the right kind of wings. Let's do the dragon. Always with the dragon. And we'll make the flag color green. The green on the red, I'm not sure that works too well. I'm not huge on the dragon, honestly. But yeah, this green actually doesn't have the best contrast, so I might need to swap it to something else. This is so cool. You know, this could be the blades. Okay, I think this is kind of cool, but no. We're going to use the double knives. We are going to change the map color, or not. We're going to leave the map color as green, because I like green. We're gonna change the flag color to red, I think. There we go. So we have created Midgar, and now we just need to give Midgar a bunch of territory. So where are you, Midgar? Oh, wait. Sorry, this isn't Midgar. This is the Blades. So, we will grant them a province. Yay! Now, the reason that I am calling these people something unique is because they are the ones that are going to be taking out the boss. These guys are going to be going after the territory in China. So we're going to get... Let's see, get the diplomatic. There we go. So Caucaso, Darang, Tirhut, Muan, Shigatsu. And this is a different color than I thought it was. Today, I must have changed the color accidentally. Because this was a solid green before. Oh, derp. I'm on the diplomatic map. Anyway, my complete incompetence aside, give him Kathmandu and Chabisi Raja. And that's one more big nation cut down to size. So the goal now is to declare war on Ava. And by declaring war on Ava, we will also be going to war with the Ming. Do I have anything else that I want to do? Yes, I need to start annexing Naples, because I'm not going to get another chance anytime soon. We're about to get invested into several wars. So the Crimea one will be finished in just a second, and so that's fine. Now, overextension is high. That's fine. Now, Ava is our new target. So they are allied with Pegu as well. I don't know what the heck Pegu is, but I don't imagine it's terribly dangerous because I have never heard of it. Ah, here's Pegu. It's right down here. So we could actually piece them out of the war immediately if we're able to get them. So we just have to wait longer than I'd like, unfortunately, for these guys to show up. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we're going to be fighting Ming. We will hopefully be able to... We're probably not going to be able to white peace Ming out. Well, we can. We're not going to be able to do it in a time-efficient manner, but we will be able to white peace Ming out. Now, the reason that we would want to white peace Ming out is to get a 5-year truce with them. And basically, we are going to be declaring war on the Bahmanis after we have already gotten into a war with Ming. What that will do... Oh, that's interesting. That is a big Protestant army. Protestantism still exists, which is sort of amusing in and of itself. Okay, so we have 9 more days before this guy shows up. We're almost done annexing Crimea. Our royal marriage with Crimea ended. Pretender rebels just showed up, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what'll happen when they finish. Wait, what? Okay. Whatever, I don't care. Do not care. We're at 100%, and... Done. Okay, our diplomatic reputation goes down, and that's fine. And we are hopefully not any more overextended. Nope. We're no more overextended than we were before. Everything that Crimea had is cored. And Moldavia, on the other hand, still hasn't cored anything. They have cores on these two. They actually have a few cores that they did not have before. Slowly, they are starting to core stuff. It's just taking them a very long time. They just don't have very much administrative power right now, I think. Okay, that being said, we have a diplomat, and we are ready to go against Ming. Ming has 114,000 troops. We have almost double that number right here. And let's see, Ming has 1,600 development, so... we are going to declare war on Ava. By declaring war on Ava, we pull Ming in, we pull Pengu in, we have a truce. I forgot about that. Never mind, we're not attacking them yet. We're going to have to wait. Okay, so when does this truce end? I was all excited too. This truce ends in 2 years. And it looks like Jaunpur just peaced out here, so that's kind of interesting. I was expecting the Bahamanis to just annex them, but that did not happen. So the Pretender rebels are still here, despite the fact that, I mean, they've been annexed. You wouldn't expect. Okay, so the states are demanding some more territory. We can go ahead and give them some of the new stuff. And let's do it this way. They're organized in like reverse order here. So we're starting to get near the point where we get administrative efficiency maxed, but let's hope that we don't have to use the administrative efficiency too much. We are ready to just sort of declare war on everybody, so let's get started here. The only issue is going to be making sure that I actually get colonists up here to start. And I think I'm going to prioritize that. I can actually take this territory without colonists. I don't need colonists to get there. But I do need colonists, for instance, to get to these guys. I can't core their provinces. So, let's see. Fort defense plus 1%. We will go with the discipline guy. Okay, we are almost capped again. I'm going to go ahead and use Sanctioned Commercial Monopoly, because why not? Just gain a little bit of that. Okay, so since it's going to be a while before I have my next successful war, we do not have a peace treaty with Sunda. And we're right next to them, and they have no allies. So what we should do is go ahead and annex them next. Okay, well we need to wait a month. I am now a trade hegemon, apparently. Didn't show up on this. Let's go down. Wow, look at all this stuff that we've got now. Okay, so we've got Trade Hegemon, conquer and have cores on Aden, Hormuz, and Malacca with any Western European country. So we are now the trade hegemon. We can now declare war for the capital, Denmark. And we've got -2 again. We're going to send this guy in because where's the capital? Because we want to actually siege effectively as well as fight effectively. We're going to get these guys on the boats. And how much territory is this? I need to know whether I need to declare another war. Because I can probably just start declaring war over here on all these random people. Not Malak, because I already have a peace treaty with them, but whew, boy. You know, I'm trying to get rid of everybody over here, but getting rid of all the other religions is going to be difficult. I keep thinking I'm ahead of the game, and it's slow going now. That said, my trade, or not trade, my mini-states should do a decent job of converting people as well, because my client states will be my religion. Okay, so let's take a look here. If we take all of this... Ooh, wow. Okay, so we did get the diplomatic reputation bonus again. And this is 87% overextension right here, so this is enough. So we just need to annex all of this, and that'll be enough for right now. After that, we'll have to start going after other people. So these people are how big? I want to see exactly how much development Sunda has. Sunda has... Sunda has 145 development. So I can take maybe about 180 development in one war safely and just give it to me. That's something that I can do. Now, Ming... till next year, so we have one more year before we're going to be attacking the biggest baddies we will ever face. Part 2. And we have a lot more troops up here than we need. I'm going to send this army... Oh, never mind, this is... This army and maybe this army. These two I'm going to send down here. And I'm going to send them... No, I'm going to send them up here because I have 55 here. Okay, so once... I think that the Blades will have time to core some of this crap, because this is mostly weak territory. They do have to core this first, but once they've cored all that stuff, we should have a reasonably easy time of getting the Blades to handle our stuff. And there we go. Our unrest is virtually non-existent again. And we can now pick up the next rank of administrative technology. Brunei is facing chaos and anarchy. There's no way these guys are gonna accept this, but we just need to wait a little longer, and then they'll accept that it is in their best interests to submit, because they are going to be better off in our empire. The Casus Belli even says so. So, converted these guys. And if we do have to break any truces to go after the Ming, then so be it, I guess. I'm not sure. Why did you do? Why are you guys just stopping in the same province as someone else? You know what? Fine. Come fight the Chinese. Well, they'll be fighting the Indians, actually. Either way, fight somebody. This guy's gonna go ahead and put on rebel suppression. And at this point, it's mostly just a matter of waiting for the sort of arbitrary time limit on when you can annex to disappear. Unless we manage to take 100% war score. Because even at 99% war score, it's not enough. I think that you have to pretty much completely eradicate their entire existence in order to do anything about that. So wait, why is it saying no when it's clearly yes? Okay, so these guys are annexed. Boom. Now, the reason that I'm mostly going after island nations right now is because the island nations will always be overseas. I can't use my I can't use client states to take them, and these are just the best places to go into and annex with my my administrative points. I think it's just the best expenditure for the admin points right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do this stuff. Increase our autonomy. And we need to wait for this thing to finish. Actually, no, we don't. Cool. Okay, so we are pretty much done here. We have one little war left against these guys. And it is actually 10:30, so it's just about bedtime for us over here. So what we're going to do is, I should have probably sent these guys to do something useful. They were meant to speed up the wars over here, and they have thus far done nothing. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you again next time for the battle with Ming.